today that we'll see in the fall, and what are you guys still holding back?
We kept it very basic today. But in the fall, same as always, same as every Michigan defense. Fast, tenacious, and hungry. Hustle to the ball. Want to hit you. Want to get the ball back for the offense, and create as many short yardage field positions as we can for our offense. So, it's gonna be the same old, but just gonna be a notch up. We got Coach Brown. Who's arguably one of the best defensive coordinators in the country, if not the best. He had the #1 defense last year, so you'll be a fool not to listen to what he has to say and hone in and buy into his schemes and just everything that he wants you to do as a team and as an individual.
You want to talk about what you've taken on, sort of a new position to go with your other positions?
It's not really a new position. Just in his defense, the nickel plays more kind of like a linebacker.
Okay.
But I'm definitely in a box a lot more, and I'm definitely blitzing a lot more. Just trying to. I guess he's just trying to get me around the ball. Just let my instinct and my my awareness take over from me.
You probably love that.
Absolutely. I love defense, however, wherever you want to put me as, no difference.
You didn't get to play a lot today. How did you feel just getting a little taste? Was it enough?
Well, we practiced for 4 hours, so, that was actually lighter than the practices that we usually have, so we definitely wasn't missing too much, but, you definitely want to get out there, the game atmosphere, the big house, the fans, you definitely want to be out there, but, at the end of the day, it's their call, so we just do what we're told to do.
Would it feel Jordan Lewis put a little dab on you at the end there?
Hey, they have the bragging rights right now. They can do whatever they want to do.
Chris, you talk about what you guys have going on the line. You're so deep and you have so much talent.
Yeah, it's exciting when you see players that that are developing, players that have played a lot. We know we have a lot of experience on the line. It's just exciting to see. It's fun, when other players. I was rooting for the Mace team today. Guys like Marshall and Hurst are making plays out there. It's fun to see, and it's exciting.
Chris, how much difference is, Steve mentions the depth and the talent in the D-line. I mean, do you, as an experienced player, do you feel any different this season as you did last year? Because it's kind of a similar scenario, maybe just amped up a little bit.
Yeah, there's a couple parts that are missing, like Willie Henry and Mario and Royce, but we got guys that can fill right in, and guys that can play a lot of different positions, and guys that are experienced and know how to play football. So, like I said, it's exciting to see, and I can't wait for the season to come.
Real, I don't know if you talked about it already, but do you feel like you fit better at this linebacker spot? I mean, what's your take on all this?
I definitely think that for his scheme, is definitely what's best for the team. I feel as though it doesn't matter where you put me, I'm going to give you 100% effort, regardless of where I'm at, whether it's on the line, in the secondary, linebacker. It just comes down to competitiveness. It's just the will to win. We want to win. Each and every one of us, will do whatever we have to do to make sure that we win. That's what it's all about.
Are you still doing, how much other stuff are you doing still, just other than linebacker?
I guess you just have to see for that.
Jabril, what are the biggest differences in Coach Brown's scheme compared to what you guys were running last year?
There is some major differences, but there are also some major similarities. I guess I'm at the linebacker spot now, so it's a whole different world as far as communication and my reads and my keys and things like that. But the end goal is still the same: hit the quarterback and get the ball back and run to the ball. You are who you put on tape. And that's our identity. That's what we live by.
Hey guys, we got 4 other players here, so I'm